But I want you to be reminded of something that our fathers didn't teach us, that we must go hard and that we shouldn't get into a relationship with a woman until we have direction.
If you get a chance, watch that podcast. It's called Straight Talk, No BS. I guess where brothers come and talk and chop it up. And the discussion was between one brother who was able to pay all the bills and another brother who was in the struggle, and he's paying 50-50 with his woman. Now, we've been raised in a matriarchal society, and a lot of black men have never been put on to the fact that to be considered a man that is respected totally by his woman and to have her in a feminine state, you have to be able to cover the majority of the bills. If you took the Wonder Woman lasso and wrapped it around women, the lasso of truth, 85% of them will tell you, yo, I'd rather be a homemaker. I'd rather be a mother to my children and be able to pour into my children and use the additional time to pour into my husband. I can remember watching Kevin Samuels ask women, how much percentage of the bills you want to be responsible for after having a child and being married to a man? And women would start tap dancing. Well, I'm fine with 50%. No, I didn't ask you what you were fine with. What percentage of the bills would you like to be responsible? And the honest answer is nothing. Zero. As far as being 50-50 or being in a situation where you are the traditional man that can cover most of the bills, I would first say, do what you think is best for you in your relationship. But at the end of the day, the majority of women would like a situation when they don't have to pay the majority or half of the bills. You would think it would be different. You would think, man, I got $3,000 a month rent. Somebody can come in and pay $1,500. Man, that's great. No, they're not culturally conditioned to think that way. Moreover, a lot of times you'll even hear it come from a woman's mouth that to her 50-50 is not a man. That is her roommate. And I kind of get it, because the only people women really give submission to are people that are producing something of value in their lives. Chris Rock said it best. Men do not get love for nothing. Only women, children, and dogs get loved unconditionally. As a man, you have to be able to provide something financially tangible that a woman can put her hat on. Even the cougars out there to get these young boys, that don't last but a month or two. Because, hey, pussy costs money, dick is free. And these women realize after a while, man, you know what? It's cute. He got a strong back, but he can't pay for a damn thing. And he's sitting up in my house playing the PlayStation. That's the truth. The majority of women are making $50,000 a year or less. That's almost 90% of the women in the U.S. And the women that are that 10% that are making 100,000+, maybe they're lawyers, maybe they're doctors, educators, business women, they're looking for a man that's making more than them. So I always tell men, I remember Scarface, he said it, yo, you get the money, the power, the respect, then you go get the woman. So as men, I would tell you, take the time in your 20s to grind, put yourself in position to be able to take care of that woman. And then you don't have to worry about the hollering, yelling, talking to you any kind of way. And I can tell you from experience, because I was married in my 20s. When you go on 50-50 with a woman, that gives a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, because you know what, at the end of the day, if one of you loses the job, then the whole house of cards falls. There's only 24 hours in a day. You can't expect a woman to work 8 to 10 to 12 hours a day, then come home, cook you a meal, take care of your kids, be there to pick them up from school, nurture you, pray over you, give you sex when you want it, have the energy to do all these things you're looking for from her. And she got to pay bills just like you. So that would be my advice to young men. 50-50 don't work, brother.